Okay, you guys, let's talk about how we get this money in Herbalife. Once you invest $107, right? You get 25% given to you in this business when you're a distributor. So that means out of every 100, $25 go to your pocket. To get to the next level, which is a 35% level, which we call senior consultant, right? You have to retail, right? $375, or buy $375 to get 500 Valiant points. We use Valiant points because the currency between us and other countries, the money fluctuates. So we use Valiant points to balance the currency between us and other countries. So I want to use dollar signs with you guys. So 375, right? Dollars, whether you retail or you consume yourself, will get you to the 35% level. So that means out of every $100, $35 will go to your pocket. To get to the next level, which is the 42% level, you gotta retail $750, right? So I want you to understand, you're in the business that you don't need money to make money. All you have to do is invite the people, and the money will be there, okay? And as well as you are inviting the people and you're receiving the money, you're moving up the marketing also. So $750, right, will get you to the 40% level, 42% level, which will get you accumulate 1,000 Valiant points. Now in this business, the highest you can go is supervisor level. To reach supervisor level, you got to do 2,000 Valiant points, right? So $1,500 will get you to the 2,000 Valiant points, which no matter what level you go in this business, 50% will be the highest. Once you're at supervisor level, you're no longer considered a downline, which you will be considered a downline under the Herbalife family, but you're part of the leadership of this organization. You don't need money to make money in this business. So as you've seen, as we moved up in levels from senior consultant to qualified producer to supervisor level, all the numbers did was double, right? So you don't need money to make money in this business. So how can we accumulate $375 without coming out of our pockets? Invite 2 to 4 people, right? And I'm gonna write it right here. Invite 2 to 4 people, right? And the 2 people I'm using as minimum is the person that can buy the whole basic package, which will be $200, right? And the basic package will cover the person for a month. It's a month's supply. The 4 people we chose are the people that can't afford the basic package, right? But the most important thing is the meal replacement, whether you're trying to lose, gain, or maintain. So the meal replacement and the protein together is $107. $107 times 4 get you over $375, will get you to the senior consultant level. To get to the next level, right, you guys, is 4 to 8 people. All we did was double the people as we go. All this has to be done in a month. It takes you a whole year you can do to get the supervisor level, but if you want to move up at each level, all you got to do is find 4 to 8 people in 30 days, and these people have to invest in themselves, and you accumulate $750, whether the 4 people is the people that buying the whole basic package, the 8 people that's buying just the meal replacement, and it gets you 1,000 Valiant points. Same thing to get the supervisor, you would do 8 to 16 people, right? So you see that you don't need money to make money. You ain't come out your pocket. All you did is invite these certain amount of people. These are the people that you would jot down that can afford the basic package. The 16 people are the people that can afford only the meal replacement for starters, and they'll get everything as they move along in this journey. They start putting, getting a few things that they can afford. So the second way to get an income in Herbalife is called wholesale, right? So say we reach the 50% level. This is you at the 50% level. So you're inviting preferred members and distributors. So we're just talking about distributors here. Your preferred members you get more money for because they start at 20% and you're at 50, the difference you get 30. If they move up to 30, you get 20. If they move up to 40, which is the highest at preferred members, you get 10, right? So as distributors, you get less for the distributors, but you get more out of the distributors. So say this is you in the beginning, this is you at the top, right? This is me at the top at 50%, I'm gonna say that. This is you, right? I invited one of you guys and you just started, you at 25%, right? So the difference between me and you, everything you do in order, I'm going to get 25% of you. You're going to go find a few people also, and they're going to start at 25%. And it's going to help you move up the marketing, whether 35, 42, right? The goal is to get to 50. Now, the 35% is somebody that already been in the business right before you, right? And the difference between me and them is 15%. So I get 15% of everything that 35% of them may do. Now, he or she might go out and get some 25%ers, right? And they're going to put some work in too, which is going to push him up the marketing also. So check this out. I'm at 50%. Then you're going up the marketing, whether 35, you bringing someone in at 25, you collect 10%. I collect 15% of you if you at 35 and 25% of whoever you bring in, and it could go as further as you want it. Same thing with here. Someone is at 35%. I'm getting 15% of them because I'm at 50. Everybody they bring in, he's getting 10% of them, and I'm getting 25% of them and 15% of him. As well as whoever they invite, he's moving up the marketing, and the goal is to get to the 50% because we want everybody at this 50% level. The same thing with 42. Now, this is someone that's been in the business before all three of y'all, right? They're at the 42% level, which is qualified producer, right? So I'm at 50, I get 8% of everything they do. Now, they might go get a few people. They might be at 35, right? This 35 might go get a few people, and they at 25. So let me show you how this works, right? I'm at 50, I get 8% of what they do, right? This one gets 17% of what they do, right? This 35 get 10% of what they do, and this 42 gets 17% of, 23% of what they do, which this will push them up the marketing to 50%. But right now, what I'm showing you is that this is how you get the money. 8% of this 42, right? I'm going to get the difference between 25 and 35. The 42 going to get the difference between 35 and 25. And the 35 going to get 10% of the 25. So the third way of getting the income is called royalties in Herbalife. So the goal is to get everybody to the 50% level, because here's a business that whoever you invite, you want them to do greater than you. So you can't grow unless the next one grows. This is a push and pull business, you guys. So say you at 50%, and everybody, all three of y'all got the 50%. This is the only way we're getting royalties, because my goal is to get you guys to 50%. Once you get to 50%, you have grown the organization. So now the difference between 50 and 50 is 0. So I get 5% of you and your whole organization. So say this is me at A, right? This is 25 that I just got to 50, right? This is 35 to give y'all a better understanding, right? And this is 42, right? So I'm showing you ways of getting paid, not how much. So this is A, B, C, D. This is me. This is the person at 25%. This is the person at 35%. This is the person at 42%. So how you get paid in royalties, this come on the 15th for the month. You get 5% of everybody going up. Everybody eats. So C, D money, right? 5% of D and their whole organization. Now B, C, and D money, 5% of them and their whole organization. A, C, B, C, and D money, 5% of them and their whole organization. And D don't see no one until D get a leg under them, right? Now this check come on the 15th for the month. Now all your preferred members outside of distributors, you want 1 million of those too, as well as your future supervisors from 42 to 35 to 25% on down, get tacked on top of that on the 15th. You're gonna retail every day. This is why we invite, we post, and we use our tools to grow our organization. The way to get the fourth way income is called bonuses, right? Now, the only way you're going to get the fourth way income if your supervisors outside of your other distributors and your preferred members do 20,000 volume points, right? 3 consecutive months to get the Get Team. Get Team, you get 2% of that 20,000. 2% of 20,000, right, is what? $400. So you get this 5 days later from the 15th, right? To get to the next level is called Meal Team. you get 4% of your supervisors. If they do 80,000, right? Because this is the business of duplication. And this ain't nothing, y'all. The numbers look big, but it's really nothing. You put in the work and put the numbers together. So 4% of 80,000 is what? $3,200, right? Now, this come on the 15th of the month. If your check is growing like this, your wholesale and your royalties will be bigger than this number. And sometimes your bonuses can be bigger than your royalties and your wholesale because you get 4, 2 to 6% of your whole organization. There could be 1 million people down. So to get to the next level, which is the president team, right, you get 6% of your organization. Your organization, your supervisors, right, have to do 200,000 value points 3 consecutive months, and you will receive $12,000, right, every 20th of the month. And then the 15th, you'll see another check with your wholesale on top of your 5% supervisors. And you're retailing every day, whether you're a club owner or whether you're retailing out your car or whatever you're doing to sell the products. This is how you wholesale. This is the market in the Herbalife, you guys. I hope you had a full understanding of what I just did. If not, press record and let's do it again. Later.